Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of Mr. J's Geek Corner. Place we talk about anything and everything that is geek, whether it be comics, movies, TV, video games. And I hope everybody very merry Christmas and happy holidays. And as y'all know, it's coming up. Tomorrow is going to be at the end of 2014. And it seemed like just yesterday that it started, and I was here doing the coming attraction show for doing the first show of 2014, which was the coming attraction show for 2014. Here it is, and now here it is, 2004. Here it is, the fixed to be beginning of 2015, and once again I'm here with another coming attractions. The show for 2015, and y'all know it's gonna be really eventful next year. I mean, very eventful in comics and movies and TV and video games. And I had to compile a list of most of what's big happening next year, and I'm just going to kind of go over them real quick and get y'all ready for what's coming in 2015. And first of all, in the world of comics in 2015, y'all already know this, where I've been talking about it so much, the big DC Comics and Marvel Comics events, Convergence and Secret Wars. And again, as I've mentioned in other shows, what's weird is that how these events are almost identical to each other. Identical premise, identical plot. Everything about them almost matches up perfectly, except for maybe a detail here and there. And that DC's already revealed their villains, who the villains in that book is going to be, which is going to be Brainiac and this new villain Talos, which is born out of this Blood Moon world where the different DC universes and pieces of DC universe are being currently stashed. And Marvel has yet to reveal their villain, but it's the exact same premise. They're taking pieces of worlds pieces of timelines and multiverses to one world to battle it out with each other, and that's essentially what's going to happen in Convergence. They're taking pieces of timelines and worlds to one world, and they're going to end up in one way or another, they're going to end up interacting with each other. By interacting, I mean fighting, because that's what they're going to end up doing in Secret Wars. It's the exact same event, but to me, I'm looking more forward to Convergence, because this is something that I have been waiting for 4 years, just about, and that is the long-awaited return of the classic DC universe, and with that, the long-awaited return of the classic Superman, pre-52 Superman. And of course, he's going to be a part of it. He's going to be a part of this event too. He's going to have along with this 9-part thing that they're going to be doing in April and May, along with this 9-part event. They're going to be doing they're going to be doing 40 2-part events. They're going to put all those line of new 52 books on hold to do this, and they're going to do this. They're going to have 40 2-part events to go 40 2-parters to go along with to coincide with this book. Like, one of them's going to be Superman, and with the Superman book, he's going to be waiting with his wife, Lois Lane, on the arrival of their first child. And they're going to have their first kid together. And all these years. And you're going to see the classic pre-52 Red Robin and Stephanie Brown Batgirl and all these other characters. Everything. And they show a lot of them like they're going to be clashing with the Flashpoint universe. A lot of them going to do with clashing with Flashpoint, Aquaman, and Wonder Woman and Catman and all those ones. And then some of them's going to be like the Classic Universe versus almost like Classic Universe versions of characters versus the Kingdom Come characters, because one of them's going to be Convergent Superboy. He's going to be going up against the Kingdom Come Superman, which that looks to be pretty good. And then you got like 90s Catwoman in her purple costume and everything, going against Kingdom Come Batman. You got like pre-52 Harley and pre-52 Harley and I said a lot of the pre-52 ones, and not to mention they're going to be having one, and it's going to stretch beyond parts of the multiverse. It's going to be, as I said, there's going to be pieces of timelines like 90s Catwoman and then 90s Batman teaming with Azrael Batman from Nightfall, and it's just going to be very interesting, and also it's going to be like I said, it's going to be just different pieces of story of DC historical parts of DC history all melding into one thing. They're all going to be interacting with each other, fighting with each other, however you want to say it. It's, like I said, they're both going to essentially be the same story, but to me, the one I'm most looking forward to is Convergence. I'm most looking forward to that, and they keep saying about Secret Wars that it's going to affect everything, and so in every ounce of media there is. So in other words, they're making it sound like it's not only going to affect the DC, the Marvel universe at large, Marvel multiverse at large in the comics. It's going to affect the movies, and it's going to affect the TV, and it's going to affect TV shows like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And to me, that's bold. I mean, DC ain't done anything like that. I mean, the TV universes could end up making, like Arrow and Flash could end up making a cameo in this event. But at the same time, DC ain't there doing anything like this. They're sticking with DC history, essentially. I just hope that, I said, my hopes for this are very high, and I just hope they ain't dashed. And I've already discussed before what I hope they are not going to do, and I'm still hoping that ain't what they're going to do. And I'll discuss that in another show if I have to get in. If y'all want me to go in depth any more on that, if I need to go in depth any more on that, and if y'all want me to go in depth any more on that, I will do another show completely on my fears about Convergence. But Marvel, that is very bold. In fact, it's going to go into the animated shows. It's going to go in. It's not just going. It's going to go into the Ultimate Universe. It's going to go into the animated universe. It's going to go into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the movie universe by large, because they're both linked. And that, to me, is pretty bold. That is pretty bold to be not only reaching out from the comic book universe, but going into the movie universe too with a comic book event. That's pretty bold. And to me, DC should learn a little bit of something from that. To be perfectly honest. But to me, the one I'm looking forward to the most is Convergence. Because I want to see the return of the classic Superman and every classic thing and every classic part of the DCU at large. I want to see it. I want to see classic Superman. I want to see pre-52 Superman, classic Superman with Lois, who's expecting his child. I want to see all that. I want to see Superboy again. I want to see pre-52 Superboy against Kingdom Come Superman. I want to see all that. I want to see that event. And I can't wait. I honestly cannot wait to see that, and I hope I'll be able to read it. I really hope I do. And in terms of movie this year, it's going to be busy. The movie slate for 2015 is very busy this year. This coming year. And I just got a few of them down here that I thought was particularly noteworthy. Some of these are for the grown-ups. Some of these are for both, for grown-ups and kids, and some of these are just for kids and maybe grown and okay, I'll just say grown-ups and kids also. And first of all, it's definitely not something for the kids, and that's Paranormal Activity 5. And y'all seen on this show, I'm definitely a fan of the Paranormal Activity movies. This is going to be called The Ghost Dimension, and if it's anything that had to do with the marked ones, then it's definitely going to be interesting. It's always interesting to see what happens, and I just want to see what happens in this movie, because they've had us waiting for probably about 2 years for a Paranormal Activity movie, except for the exception of Mark one's January of last year. But I can't wait to see what happens in this one. I really can't, because Mark ones was pretty good, and they've always been pretty good so far. So I can't wait to see what happens in 5, definitely. And of course, Avengers: Age of Ultron. I mean, that's a big one this year. That's definitely a big one this year. If you've seen the trailer, if you haven't seen it, you know it's going to be big. If you haven't seen it, go see it. Go see the trailer. Check it out. It's going to be big. Definitely going to be big. I definitely want to go see that one. Jurassic World. If y'all seen the trailer, debuted last week. It looks very interesting. I can't wait. I can't wait to see that one too. Insidious Chapter 3, which is basically the lead off of a sequel to the second one, even though it's not got the other family in it anymore. They still built to that, built to this one in the last one, and I just to me it looks like it's going to be very interesting. Also, Terminator Genesis was essentially Terminator 5. I'm kind of leery about this one. There's probably some folks out there that's very interested to see it. I'll probably see it. But to tell you the truth, I'm kind of on the side of not wanting to see it, because I've heard rumors of what the plot's supposed to be about. And let me tell you, I don't like what I hear. I really don't like what I hear. So I may skip that one and wait for rental on that one. But who knows what will happen. Ant-Man. I can't wait to see that one. That one's everybody's been waiting to see that one, including me. I can't wait to see what happens in that one, because there ain't no doubt he'll probably be in the next Avengers movie after Age of Ultron. The remake of Poltergeist, I don't know quite what to expect out of this. I'm a fan of the original Poltergeist, thanks to my wife. My wife getting it and showing it to me. I'm a fan of the original Poltergeist movie. I ain't really seen the other two. But I don't know what to expect out of this, so I'll give it a try. Hopefully it's good. The new Fantastic Four reboot. I'm going to say right now, I foresee that one as being a great big... That one's going to be terrible. From the stuff I've heard they're doing in it, to costumes, to everything they're doing in it, and all this mess that Marvel's publisher has been doing, or editor-in-chief has been doing, how he's been acting over this, and what he's been doing with the Fantastic Four comic books, as in to the Fantastic Four, I'm really not liking this movie. I'm really not feeling it. I feel that this movie is really going to hit rock bottom. I feel that it really is. So, definitely a not see for me, but who knows. And we ain't even seen a trailer yet, and it's supposed to come out this year. And they have not even showed a teaser yet. So, that's not a good sign. To me, it's going to end up being like an episode of a show where the folks are in a movie, and it's been like, the movie's been in production for months, and I ain't even seen a bit of footage yet, and it wound up being a big stink bomb. So, I hope not. At the same time, I'm not holding my breath. So, Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. I've seen the trailer. It looks promising. I know you've heard me express my fears on this show. Ever since back when Disney bought Star Wars from Lucas and started doing all this, and basically started tearing up Lucasfilm and everything, and what they've been doing with the Star Wars franchise, having it cross over Phineas and Ferb, and all this stuff that Disney's been doing. But the way it looks, I've been really nervous about a 7th episode, but I'm going to say it. The way this trailer looked, it looked promising. I mean, as far as teasers go, it was a teaser. It it interests you, makes you want to come back for more and check it out. And yeah, it interests me. So I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye on this, and I'll probably go see it. Whether it stinks or not, I'm going to go see it. We're going to see whether or not it does, see if it does stink. And another one is probably something to be more interesting for the kids, but more adult hardcore fans will probably go see this. The SpongeBob movie, I think it's called Sponge Out of Water, where they basically come on land and they're CG and they become superheroes and everything, trying to get the crab pay for them in the back and everything. All that kind of stuff. It looks to be promising. I've seen the trailer for it. It looks very interesting. And of course, me and my wife are big SpongeBob fans, and to tell you the truth, there hasn't been any new SpongeBob in probably a couple of years, and they're heading into their 10th season. I think they're supposed to start their 10th season after this movie comes out. So this will be the first new SpongeBob in a few years, and we're definitely interested in seeing what this is all about. So definitely going to check it out. Possibly if we can, if everything holds up budgetary. So, and then the Peanuts movie. I've seen the trailer for this, the teaser for this. I'm actually interested. I'm very interested. I mean, it looks like it's done in CG, but it almost has a feel of the old cartoons. So definitely going to check it out. I won't see this movie, definitely. So that's a definite plus for me. Sound like it'd be good family fun. So we'll have to wait and see how it goes. In terms of TV shows, there's a couple of big things happening this year. The first being iZombie debuting sometime. It's probably either already debuted or it's going to debut sometime in January, possibly February. So that should be an interesting show from CW and DC. So hopefully it'll be good because my wife really enjoys the comics. And hopefully it'll make for a good show because, hey, they've done pretty good with Constantine so far. And hopefully by now it has been canceled. Hopefully it has been canceled. Because Constantine's a really good show. And also coming next year is the new Supergirl show that's now in the works. They're saying it should probably debut sometime in 2015. So hopefully it's good because because the way it sounds like they're trying to do a Superman show with no Superman, with Superman's cousin but no Kal-El. But the way it sounds like it'd be pretty interesting. It actually sounds like a pretty interesting premise. So I'd definitely be checking it out. I hope it's good. I hope it gets picked up. It sounds like it's got picked up by CBS already, so hopefully it'll be good. And so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how they do a Supergirl show without having any Superman connections to it. Hopefully it'll be good. Batman, and in terms of video games, the only really big one I know that's going to happen this year is Batman Arkham Knight. And the way I've seen video of that and trailers of that and gameplay footage of that, it's awesome. This game is probably going to be the best Batman game they've ever made. It's going to be killer. It's going to be great. And so I wish I could play it. Who knows? Who knows what the year may bring? I may be able to get my hands on another PS3 so I can play it. Who knows? And another thing that I didn't write down, but is going to come in next year, more new DC animated features. They're going to have another Lego DC straight to video movie. I think it's Justice League versus Bizarro League. And the way it sound like it's going to be really good. It's going to be done about the same style as Heroes Unite. The one that basically the movie, you might say the movie version of the movie. You might say they call it the movie version of Lego Batman 2, the video game, which was I'm gonna say it was a great movie. It was a great movie, great game. But if this one's as good as that other one, I'm definitely going to get it anyway, because I'm going to try to anyway, because not only is it's going to have this movie, it's going to have the Beleaguered special that was on Cartoon Network, and also it's going to have a Lego Bat Zorro figurine, a little exclusive just to that. So that's definitely something to look forward to, definitely in the month of January. But that's that. But there's so much more that I can't even go over it all right now. But that's the most interesting points. And also, there's going to be a sequel to Justice League Justice League War, which I've already did my review of that this year, and it stunk. So, I did my review of that, and it stunk. And so I'm not having very high hopes for this one either. It does look kind of interesting, but I'm not holding my breath, and I'm probably not going to spend my money on it either. So I may rent it, but I don't know about buying it. You never know. You never know. But that's a lot of the most interesting ones. If I've missed one, definitely tell me. What do y'all think? Y'all really excited about what I've about what's coming up this year? Y'all not that excited? Did I miss something you're looking forward to this year? Let me know. As always, drop me a comment box and let me know what you think. I'd love to hear what y'all think on this. And I guess that's all for this edition of Mr. J's Geek Corner. And as always, y'all have any kind of comments about the show whatsoever, drop me a comment in the comment box. I'd love to hear from you. Like, subscribe, tell all your friends, share with all your friends. And y'all have any ideas about things you want to hear me talk about on the show, drop me a comment in the comment box. I would love to hear. I would love to hear you. I'm always looking for fresh new topics and things to discuss and talk about on the show. So drop me a comment, drop your idea in the comment box. I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your ideas, and you never know, we may be made into a future edition of Mr. J's Geek Corner. And from all of us here at Mr. J's Geek Corner, I want to wish y'all a happy, safe New Year. A happy 2015. A happy New Year, a happy 2015. And I'll see y'all next year.